Sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Well, the Bucs were rewarded with a 7-time Pro Bowler this week when they signed Antonio Brown. AB is reunited with Tom Brady and can be eligible to return to the field next week. Brown has not played a game in over a year, but Bruce Arians already likes what he saw when the star receiver was at the facility yesterday. Y'all take a listen.
Yeah, he looks fantastic. I think we had really good conversations today, he and I, and he was with the meeting. He was in the meetings and everything, and he's working with Anthony Proley and the strength staff. He looks in great shape, and yeah, ready to go.
As you all well know, Super Bowl winning receiver Greg Jennings is back with us. It's hard to miss if you've been watching the show. But Big Bro Sale,
yes, sir.
Will we see prime Antonio Brown in Tampa?
Prime, yes, we will. Shiny, as you don't like to see, Acho, in terms of how he's going to have impact, and it's going to jump off the screen. I mean, Antonio Brown is back in the building. What's amazing about Antonio Brown is there's, like, no doubt that he's going to perform if he just behaves. Like, no one is questioning his ability. No one is questioning his impact. And let's talk about that impact since 2013. Despite only playing one game last year, this dude from 2013 was first in target, first in receptions, first in receiving yards, and first in receiving touchdowns. And then last year, only one game, and he still returns to form when he's working out with the team. And even Bruce Arians, who was not necessarily supportive of bringing in AB, was like, he looks fantastic. And I think it's going to work because there's a good cop, bad cop scenario right here. If you talk about the bad cop, it's Bruce Arians who's going to look at him side-eyes like, hey, you know, we worked together before in Pittsburgh, and I'm watching you, making sure none of that diva leaks out. And there's the good cop in Tom Brady. He's going to make sure that the GOAT is here for you, and the GOAT is to your rescue to make sure you stay in line, because if you stay well-behaved on this roster, we know you're going to produce for this team. So, yeah, I think he's going to hit the ground running and ball out.
I think AB is going to be successful, but I don't know when. I don't think we can see prime AB, and there's no indictment on AB. What it is some people need to be given more so that they can do more, and AB is that type of person. His last 6 years in Pittsburgh, he averaged 11.1 targets a game. He had 12 targets a game in his real prime 2015. Dude was eating, but dude was also getting fed. Talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Of their receivers that have played every game this season, Mike Evans, he averages 5.6 targets a game. Rob Gronkowski, Tom Brady's best friend, averages 5.1 targets a game. So what am I saying? Antonio Brown is used to getting double that. He used to getting 11 targets. That is when we saw prime AB. What we've seen now, Marcellus in Tampa, Tom Brady just doesn't have the ability to get that many receivers, that many talented players, the ball that often. They have a running game that they also depend on. And y'all remember this. AB got mad when Juju was eating. AB started to beef when Juju, just one little itty-bitty rookie receiver, Juju, was getting shine. Now AB is there with Mike Evans, Godwin, Gronkowski, Scotty Miller, who currently leads the team in yards, if I'm not mistaken, and Ronald Jones. It doesn't make sense. 2 + 2 is not going to equal 4 in this situation, gentlemen.
I was starting to agree with both of you. I definitely lean more on with Marcellus. We are going to see prime AB. I don't think it'll be as consistently because of Acho, what you're talking about. The numbers won't support the consistency that we've seen over the course of his career. However, when he is given opportunity, he is going to shine and shine bright. This is a production maker. When you look up the word production in the dictionary, AB's picture is right there next to it. That's how productive he's been over the course of his career. And when you look at him being upset or whatever the reports were coming out of Pittsburgh with Juju, the difference, Acho, is he didn't walk into that situation. Juju got added to that situation. So it was viewed possibly as someone coming to take away and subtract what I was already receiving. Now he's making a choice to go to what he already sees as a plethora of receivers on a roster. So he knows what he's getting into. And I think where he is in his career, he is at a point where he gets the opportunity to play with a guy who has really sold out for him. to get him on this team, and Tom Brady. So you understand the relationship and the dynamic and the rapport and ultimately the respect there. And secondly, it's not going to be solely about stat making for Antonio Brown. When we talk about legacies and Hall of Fame and all of these things that mean so much to so many players, it's about did they win? And Antonio Brown has never won when it counts. He hasn't been able to hoist that Lombardi trophy. He has an opportunity to do that. The conversations with he and Tom Brady have probably been about that. This great opportunity that we have if you just do your part. I know I'm not going to be able to give you 12 to 15 targets a game because I have others. But if you come here, I promise you, you will have an opportunity to experience the pinnacle. And the pinnacle is a winning way that he has not ever experienced. And that end with the Lombardi trophy in his hand, possibly.
Yeah, preach about this, man. I think respect was a key word you mentioned there. And this situation is different than Juju in Pittsburgh because of the respect. Game recognized game. Like, I don't mind sharing if I'm AB, if I'm sharing with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. But if I'm sharing with Juju, who we have shown, his career has shown he's not a pure number one, then AB's like, hey, why is he getting the same amount of targets as me? Favoritism came into it and really undermined and hijacked that situation, I feel. But Acho talks about the ball won't be spread evenly or it won't be enough attempts out there for everyone to eat. Well, I don't know about that. The first 3 games, no more than 38 pass attempts for Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Last 4 games, you saw 3 of them, 46. 45 and 41. Wait a minute. We have now redefined how they're going to attack opponents. They know the defense is going to be there, and they're going to lean into Tom Brady and the strength of his arm. So it's a situation that Tom Brady really spoke deeply about. If you guys look into it, the situation of helping AB. He's like, look, I'm Tom Brady. I have more experience than everybody in the league. I'm Tom Brady. I'm from a great situation of support. And he's like, AB not necessarily from that same existence. I'm trying to help him. For me, and this is my own conjecture, I think that the Aaron Hernandez situation, having a guy that you're close to on the team in terms of connection, receiver, tight end, quarterback, and that situation going awry, maybe now he's like, look, anytime I can help somebody out, not just on the field, but in the game.